Welcome to Fluent Avenue. Today, we begin with a beautiful thought. A tree does not grow strong in soft winds. It learns to hold itself through storms. In life, the wind will blow some days soft, some days wild. But there is one thing that can keep you standing tall, one power that can carry you through pain, through failure, through everything life throws your way. That power is discipline. And I promise you, if you truly understand it, not just hear the word, not just nod your head, but live it, it will save your life. So, take a deep breath. Open your heart, because this is not just a lecture. This is your mirror. This is your challenge. And maybe, just maybe, this is your second chance. Thank you for being here. My name is Melissa Carter, and I'm speaking to you today from a small town in Tennessee, where I once sat in a trailer home with broken windows, a leaky roof, and no hope. I was 17, angry, scared, and tired. My father had left. My mother worked 3 jobs, and I had nothing but a heavy heart and an old dictionary with pages missing. I was failing every subject in school. People told me I would never make it, and one day I believed them. That day I gave up. I skipped school. I sat on a bench behind a grocery store and cried until I had no more tears. And then something happened. An old man, wearing a dusty coat and holding a coffee cup, sat next to me. He said nothing for a long time. Then he looked at me and said, "Discipline will save your life, young girl." Not talent, not luck, discipline. He stood up and walked away. I never saw him again. But that one sentence, those 6 words, shook something deep inside me. From that moment, I made a decision. I would stop waiting for motivation. I would stop blaming the world. I would stop hoping for someone to save me. I would save myself. I would build a new life, 1 hour at a time. And the only tool I had was discipline. I started waking up at 5 a.m. I wrote 5 new English words every morning on the wall. I studied grammar with a flashlight when the electricity was cut. I spoke to myself in the mirror, pretending I was fluent. People laughed at me. My friends thought I was crazy, but I was focused. I knew my brain was not special, but my will? My will was becoming unbreakable. Discipline did not come to me like a fire. It came like a whisper. Soft, but constant. It said, "Keep going. One more step." And that's what I want to give you today, not just the idea, not just the dream, but the system, the mindset, the strategy. Because anyone can be excited on day 1. Anyone can say, "I want to speak fluent English. I want to be successful. I want to be strong." But the truth is, it is not what you want that shapes your life. It is what you repeat. Let me tell you something nobody told me. Discipline is not punishment. It is freedom. You think freedom means doing whatever you want? No, that is chaos. Real freedom means waking up and choosing to do what your future self will thank you for every single day, even when you don't feel like it, especially then. Let me show you what discipline looks like in real life. Imagine 2 people. Their names are Brian and Laura. Brian wants to learn English. He watches a few videos, but after a week, he stops. He says, "I'm too tired. I'm too busy. I'll do it tomorrow." Laura also wants to learn English. She wakes up at the same time every day. She speaks to herself in English every morning. She writes down new words. She records herself and listens. She tracks her mistakes. She feels tired too. She also has a job, but she keeps going. One day, Brian says, "Laura, you're lucky." But Laura is not lucky. Laura is disciplined. And now Laura can speak English fluently. Brian is still dreaming. And the difference is not intelligence. It is what they do every day. You see, discipline is like a secret weapon that no one sees, but everyone feels. It is in the quiet decisions. It is in saying no to what feels good now because you believe in something better later. It is not sexy. It is not shiny. It is not fun, but it is powerful. And it builds something inside you that can never be taken away. Not by failure. Not by fear. Not by anyone. Because discipline is yours. It is a promise you keep to yourself. Now, let me give you some real tips, real tools that can help you grow this power starting today. First, start small. Big goals are heavy. They scare you. But one small goal feels light. So, choose one simple thing. For example, every day I will speak English out loud for 10 minutes. That's it. Second, create a trigger. Link your habit to something that already happens. For example, right after breakfast, I speak English. That way, your brain starts to expect it. Third, track your progress. Use a notebook. Write what you did today. Even one line. Progress builds motivation. Fourth, forgive your failures, but never stop. You will fall. You will forget. You will have bad days. That's okay. Just stand up again. The goal is not perfection. The goal is consistency.
And the most powerful tip of all, talk to yourself like you matter. When you want to quit, when you feel weak, don't say, "I'm useless." Say, "This is hard, but I can do hard things." Your words become your beliefs. Your beliefs become your actions. Your actions become your life.
So speak like someone who is becoming something. Because you are. I know you feel tired. I know you feel stuck. But hear me now. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are becoming. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, you're building something. It may be invisible today, but one day it will be the most visible thing about you. People will see your fluency, your strength, your focus, and they will ask, "How did you do it?" And you will smile, because you will know. You did it by choosing the hard path, the quiet path, the path of discipline. I wanted to be someone people listened to. I wanted to tell my story and give hope to others who were like me, quiet, unsure, and full of fear. But I didn't know how. I was scared to speak. I was scared to make mistakes. I thought people would laugh at me. I thought my voice didn't matter. But something in my heart kept telling me, this is not the end. You are not finished. You were made for more. And then, one day, while I was walking home from work, tired and a little sad, I stopped. I looked at the sky, and I made one powerful decision. I will change my life. I will speak English. I will become confident. I will become the best version of me. No more waiting. No more fear. I started that night. I didn't wait for Monday. I didn't wait for the next year. I didn't wait for a perfect time because I understood there is no perfect time. There is only now. That was the first lesson I learned. Start before you are ready. I began by speaking to myself in the mirror. It felt funny, even strange. But I kept going. I would look into my eyes and say, "Hi, my name is Sarah. I love to speak English." Then I would pretend to order coffee or give directions or talk to a friend. I did it again and again. My mouth got used to the words. My ears started to recognize the rhythm. It wasn't perfect, but it was progress. Then I made a simple plan. I called it my 4-step daily plan. First, 10 minutes of listening every morning. I listened to native speakers. I used YouTube videos, short podcasts, and sometimes movie scenes. Not for fun, but to learn the sound, the tone, the pauses. Second, 10 minutes of speaking out loud, even if I was alone. I repeated what I heard. I copied the voice, the energy. Third, 10 minutes of reading simple news stories, Instagram captions, or motivational quotes. And fourth, 10 minutes of writing. I wrote short paragraphs about my day, my dreams, or just new words I learned. That was my daily training. Just 40 minutes a day. But after 1 month, I started to change. After 2 months, I could feel it. After 3 months, people could see it. Now let me tell you something important. The second lesson is this: consistency beats talent. You don't need to be the smartest. You don't need to speak perfectly. But you must not stop. A little every day is better than a lot once a week. And when it gets hard, because it will, you need to remember your reason. Why are you learning English? Why do you want success? Why are you listening to this video right now? For me, it was freedom. Freedom to speak, to travel, to connect with the world. That's what kept me going. Another powerful thing I did was to change my environment. I filled my life with English. I changed my phone to English. I followed English-speaking creators on Instagram. I joined a small English-speaking group online where we met once a week to talk. I wrote in English. I dreamed in English. I even started thinking in English, one word at a time. Slowly, I stopped translating. I started to feel the language. That's the third lesson. Surround yourself with English. Make it part of your world. Make it part of your identity. Now, let's talk about mindset. This is the secret tool nobody tells you about. I had to learn how to be kind to myself. I had to learn to say, it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to speak slowly. It's okay to be learning. I stopped judging myself. I started cheering for myself. That's when the magic happened. My voice grew stronger. My heart felt lighter. My confidence rose. And suddenly, people started asking me, "Hey, how did you become so fluent?" The answer was not magic. It was mindset. I made that one decision, and then I made it again every day. That's how I became fluent. That's how I started giving small talks in my community center. That's how I started teaching others to speak without fear. I now mentor new learners, and I always tell them this: fluency is not only about words. It is about courage. It is about showing up even when you feel small. It is about believing that your voice matters. Let me now give you a few special tips that helped me become fluent and successful, not just in English, but in life. First, celebrate small wins. If you spoke for 1 minute today, celebrate it. If you learned 5 new words, be proud. Success is built on small steps, not giant leaps. Second, Find a role model. Watch their videos, copy their voice, learn their story. Let their success show you what is possible. Third, record yourself. Yes, I know it feels strange, but when you play it back, you will hear your growth. You will know where to improve. You will feel your power. Fourth, teach someone else. When you explain something to others, you learn more deeply. And fifth, never give up. Even if it feels slow, even if it feels hard, don't stop. You are growing every day. And now, let me remind you of something very personal. No one in my family spoke English. No one believed I could become a speaker. They said, "You? Speak English? No way." But I smiled. I said nothing. I kept working in silence. And now, when they see me speaking on video calls, when they hear me teaching, when they watch my YouTube channel, they say, "Wow, we were wrong." I say this with love. Don't wait for people to believe in you. Believe in yourself first. That's the most important belief.